I would have told him this. Number one, focus on a goal. Focus on a goal. Focus on a goal. Because focus is the most important factor in determining whether you'll achieve a goal or not. Remember, low aim, not failure, is sin. Low aim. He did nothing. Set a goal and focus on it. Focus on the goal. Underline focus. You don't fail to fulfill a goal because you run out of motivation. You fail to fulfill the goal because you stop focusing on the goal. Remember, whatever you focus on will become stronger and get better. I want to tell you, focus is a key word here. Focus is the operative thing. This man was focusing on the man being a hard man. He was focusing on the fearful stuff. And so I want to give you 4 things that you focus on. I would have told him, focus number 1 on a goal. That I don't care what it is, make it more than what it is. Let your goal be to double the thing. I mean, the other guys doubled it. So he could have let his goal be to double it. One mother told her child, she said, baby, jump for the sun. She said, even if you don't reach it, she said, at least you'll get off the ground. But if you're not jumping for anything, you'll never get off the ground. So set a goal. Why do you think people tell you specifically, reach for the stars? You have to reach for something specific. The mind cannot be engaged with a general command. It has to have something specific. Focus on a goal. You can't just say, you know, Lord, I want to do better next year. How do you define that? What is wanting to be better next year is not a goal. A goal must be specific. It must be specific. So you can't get engaged. You can't be empowered or motivated by a goal, even if you focus on it, if it is not specific. It's got to be specific. Focus on a goal. I've got to make more. I've got to give them back more. I mean, if you borrow money from a loan shark, you can't just give them the money back that you get from them. You know you got to pay interest. You know it's going to be exorbitant interest, but you know you got to come up with that interest. If you got to pawn some stuff, you know you got to come up with that interest. And the goal is, I'm borrowing this money right now because I'm in a tight, I need this money, but the goal is to be able to get this money and pay this thing off before the interest gets completely out of hand. I have a clear goal. Focus on that goal that I've got to get this thing paid off. I've got to get this thing. Focus on the goal. That's number 1. Number 2 is focus on now. Focus on now. Because remember, there's going to be a day that he's going to come and you're going to have to give an account of it. But the only time that you have to be able to produce change is right now. The only time that you have to be able to produce change is right now. I cannot tell you the number of individuals that I've had to rebuke because they were telling me about stuff, and I understand about different things that have happened in your past that are affecting you and making you where you can't function and all of this kind of stuff. But here's the thing that I tell them. I said, quit stumbling over stuff that is behind you. Quit stumbling over what's behind you. If you're stumbling over stuff that is behind you, you are moving in the wrong direction. Focus on the now. I have no power to change my past. And I cannot even do anything about my future except with the time that I have right now. Focus on now. Focus on now. Focus on the goal and focus on now. Because if you don't give an assigned time that I'm going to get this out of the way now. And when you say now, it might be this week. That might be your now. Or this month might be your now. But you've got to have a now that is a close proximity of time. With this year, this is my now. The year in which I'm living. And so focus on now. Focus on the goal. Focus on now. Focus on now. Number 3, focus on the task at hand. Focus on the task at hand. Lose yourself in the task. It is when you lose yourself in the task that you actually become empowered. That's how you get into your flow. Focus on the task at hand. Even if you got a job that you don't like right now, if you cannot get out of the job, learn to get into it.